Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our Mauler's account. We have 36,000 diamonds. We're going to go ahead and we are going to finish out Taylor. She is almost completely done. I believe here we do need 3 more copies of her. We have some desired summons. We have some stones to use. Also, we have some furniture to go ahead and max them out. But she will be our 15th Mauler. That is right. We have 3 full teams of Maulers, which is absolutely crazy. We're still building out. We build out Taylene. We build up the twins to Mythic. But look, we have Athalia, we have Wukong, and we have Flora. All of those were free copies that we've gotten or copies that we've gotten out of summons. Only hero that we have Stargazed for is Taylene and Lucretia. Lucretia we will continue to build. Hoping to get a couple more copies of her out of there with the Stargazer cards that we have. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the summons, guys. So we'll use our stones first. We have 7 in total. Hoping for some copies of Taylene. We need 3 more to max her out, which we got a K-Sauce, a little bit more food. No Celestials or Hypogens in there, but that is okay. It is still all good. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the companion points here. Hopefully, again, we can pull a couple elites here, including Taylene. I don't want to do the desired summons for all 3 copies, just because it is more expensive out of there. So if we could get 1 or 2, and there's an elite card right there, guys, which is a copy of Kren. Very nice. He's another Mauler that we don't have maxed out 5 stars yet, but he is getting very close. So that will do it. There is the copies we're going to use if, again, we don't pull the copy of her out of here. There we go, guys. Another elite, and it is Hodgkin. Very nice. We added him to the wish list. Actually, let me check real quick. I don't think we added Morrow in here, which we did. I thought we did. Okay. All right, so we are at the maximum capacity here. We've been building a bunch of heroes, but look at that, guys. Kren will be done. Just need a little bit more furniture. So that takes him up to 5 stars. So I believe looking at the wish list, this is just going to be food, and we're going to have more food. We have Taylor in there that we have built. We're going to have to put Savius in there, because everybody else is built, guys. As soon as we add some more stars on Drez, we add some more on Taylor. Everyone is built. They will be completely stacked, which is crazy to see. I never thought that we would get to this point, but now we can essentially accumulate food until we get a new Mauler hero. So it might be a little bit. There's another elite card there. Hopefully it is a copy of Taylor. It is Savius. So again, we're going to start just stockpiling food within the faction summons because they're all 5 stars. Another elite right there, which is a copy of Drez. Very nice. I believe he was at 3 stars already. And back-to-back elites gives us a copy of Pippa in full again, but there's a copy of Savius, so a little bit more food there. And then a couple more elite plus. We're going to have to build out some of the other factions just to use some of those cards. All right, so no copy of Taylor. We do have 1 card here, which we'll go ahead. We'll swap this over to our Maulers and do our 1 select desired summons, or our faction summon. A little bit more food, 1 on the table. Maybe this is going to be it. I'm hoping. If not, we're doing all 3 copies, which it is a copy of Verk. All right, guys, so we're going to do our 3 summons here to get the 3 copies of Taylor so we can max her out and pick up that avatar frame. The Maulers right now do not have an avatar frame. I missed out on Kren's, and before that, I don't think we had another one. So there's our first copy, guys. That gives us 2 more pulls. So we need 2 more copies, and she will be completely ascended. So I'm really hoping it doesn't take that many more diamonds, because the more diamonds we save, we can actually utilize to hopefully pick up a couple copies of Lucretia in there. But Lilith is making us do this 1, 2, 3, and just another single, guys. So we still need 1 more copy of her to completely max her out and pick up that avatar frame. So summon number 1, number 2. And again, it's going to make us do 1, 2, 3. But we are full. Look at that. A little bit more food there. So this should be our final summons. And there it is, guys. So that gives us all of our copies that we need to go ahead and max her out. So we do have one additional summons here. So we got 42 Stargazer cards, so very nice there, and one summon with diamonds. Hopefully we're going to pull a couple copies of Lucretia to continue to build her out. Just got some more loot right there. There's a copy, guys, so that is one copy down. We got two more summons here. A little bit more resources, and then one 5,000 diamonds. Just brings us another card there. So that'll do it for our summons, guys. We'll pick up our last copy there. And she is completely ascended, which is awesome. Very cool to see her completely ascended. That'll give us the opportunity to pick up the avatar frame, and that's what we were looking for. So we got a Hodgkin with a little bit more loot. We got Taylor's frame, so we'll go ahead and we will pop this one in here. Our first animated avatar frame. Very cool to see, guys. All right, so let's hop into the Oak Inn, try to build her up some furniture. We'll go ahead and invite her into here. Been working on Arthur. We've been working on Oden, a couple other heroes. But I think with Taylor, I think we already do have some of her furniture already unlocked. So we can go ahead and open up her rooms. Then we'll go right back to Arthur being unlocked. All right, so let's see if we do have some furniture that we can build for her. And there we go. So we have Taylene up there, and then our 15 Maulers. And she already does have a piece. That's what I thought. So we already have one piece for her. Looking at the wish list, now with the update, we cannot get duplicate furniture. So it's going to be awesome because we can just go ahead and mass summon these all the way up to 9 of 9. One that we have to look out for is Brutus. Because he is already at the 8 of 9, if we pull one for Brutus, we will get a duplicate. Or if we pull more than one for Brutus, we will get a duplicate. So our first mythic piece there, which is a copy for Kren. His 9 of 9 furniture, I really want to get built. I have not seen him completely maxed out before, and I haven't had a chance to build him. So there's another mythic piece right there, which is for Albedo. So we did have one red card on the table, which I'm going to go ahead and use for Brutus. Because now with us not being able to pull duplicate furniture, it just seems like it's going to be a lot faster. So there is a piece for Brutus. It's going to be a lot faster to build heroes, and there's not a big priority anymore to save all of these red cards, just for the simple fact you're not going to be pulling duplicate furniture at all. So even if you used a card, one of those red cards to get a 3 of 9, ultimately, because we're not getting the duplicate furniture anymore, they don't really have the impact that the red cards had before, other than just building furniture up faster. Or, you can still save them to finish out that 7 of 9 or 9 of 9 or 8 of 9. I know you're not going to get the duplicates, but just so you can push heroes that you're looking to designate to the 9 of 9. But ultimately, you could take even some of the cards here, use them to just max out a hero to 3 of 9 or 9 of 9, just to get it completely finished. And I love the fact that we cannot pull the duplicate furniture, because it's an honest, it is a game changer. I'm not having the ability to continue to duplicate the furniture. All right, so we got 2 cards here, which again, looking at the heroes we have, I think I'm going to go ahead and max out probably Warwick is what I'm thinking, because he's already at 7 of 9, and we can just continue recycling heroes in here. So we'll take these 2, we'll use them on Warwick, taking him to 9 of 9. Or you know what, let's go ahead, I'm going to put him on Kren. I know it's not going to make, again, a big difference because we still need a couple more pieces for Kren, but this will actually take him up quite a bit higher, and I want to see him and I want to utilize him at a 9 of 9, which is what I'm looking for. So he is only 2 away, which is awesome. Very close to having him completely maxed out. And we're close to another pull, and we will have another red card, so we should be able to max him out. So if I pull one more furniture for him and then I use another card to go ahead and finish him out, will be very nice. And Taylor, guys, we already built to the +30 signature item. have her all geared out, which is awesome. Just need a little bit more furniture and she will be completely done. So let's go ahead. We're going to do our 20 stages in the campaign, chapter 33 already. So we'll go to 33-41 with our 20 stage progression. So let's go ahead and we'll get into it. All right, guys, so here we are, 33-21. Finally got Taylor up to Ascended, have all of the Maulers Ascended again. So we're going to go ahead and just burn through our 20 stages here, just because we are very over-leveled. It seems like even running through 20 stages every week, we're starting to catch up, and I'm waiting for this to ultimately just slow down a little bit. I think we can actually get into probably chapter 35, 36 with the level that we're at, running 3 full Mauler teams and then running some Dimensionals and some Celestials and Hypogen Heroes. I think we can really do a lot of progression in here, which again, in the next couple of weeks, we are going to. Just waiting for a next Mauler or the next Mauler to come up, which it might be a little bit because we got Kren, we got Taylor, we've seen some Maulers, and now we just got the brand new Lightbearer. So I'm not sure if next is going to be a Wilder or it's going to be a Graveborn hero possibly, or it could be another Mauler. Ultimately, with these team comps, I would love to see a second support. So within the Graveborn, we had Silas, and then they gave us Desira, ultimately giving us 2 support classes when it came to the Graveborn. In the Mauler faction, we are still one and only with Nemitsu, and his support is decent, but kind of subpar, even having him fully maxed out here. The totems don't have the survivability, especially when you start getting into the level deficiencies. They don't heal fast enough. They don't have enough hit points. They don't survive long enough to really make him effective, which is the reason why most players do not use him when it comes to late game, end game, is because of the totems. And again, their ineffectiveness that we've seen. A lot of players have started utilizing Kren though. We've seen a big push with Kren in the Mauler Tower as well as the campaign. We've also seen a really big push in here with Raku for the Wilders, just doing absolutely phenomenal with the builds, fitting into a couple teams that are solid to push late game, end game. And that's where most of these are. At this point, I really feel like chapter, I would say 37 is where you start getting into late game, the late game, end game kind of variation of it. So when you look at going into chapter 37, 37 is where we haven't seen any, it is now pre-nerfed. We haven't done any nerfs, but now that we have, I believe, 44 chapters as well. So even doing 37 through, let's say, 40 is late game, and then anything past there is end game. And really, guys, it does come down to the level deficiencies. So when you look at the heroes, you might have a group of 5 heroes that are completely built, completely maxed out. Ultimately, it is going to be the levels that are going to make the difference when you start getting into making progression, which is going to be interesting to see how the engraving goes. So that'll do it for our 20 stages for tonight, guys. We'll go ahead, we'll collect up some of our loot. Still saving all of our engraving mats, just waiting for engraving to come to the factions. So it will be very soon. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very cool to see the Mauler team all maxed out again. Just sitting on some food. And as always, thank you for watching.